Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a humble yet wise man named Daniel. Every day he could be found in his room on the second story, facing Jerusalem, his window open for prayer. One day as he prayed, the golden light of dawn shone on him, highlighting his peaceful expression. Outside, some jealous officials watched him secretly, seething with anger. They were waiting for a chance to get rid of Daniel. Meanwhile, in the royal palace, King Darius sat on a golden throne. In his hand was a golden ring inscribed with the number 60. Suddenly, some of those same jealous officials entered, their faces beaming with cunning smiles. "Great King Darius," they said, "you have made many wise decisions during your reign. Now make one more. Publish a decree that nobody in all your vast kingdom should pray to anyone but you. Anyone who prays to another god shall be thrown into a lion's den." The king was troubled after hearing their request, but thinking it was just a simple matter of following the law, he signed the decree. Little did he know that these crafty men had set a trap for Daniel. As soon as the decree was read aloud by the scribes, they went straight to the second story where Daniel lived. Bursting through his door, they dragged him out, pointing angrily at his face. "Daniel, didn't you hear the king's decree? You are not allowed to pray to any god but the king." Daniel looked at them calmly and replied, "My God is more powerful than any other god. And since he has given me this dream, I must share it with you." But they would not listen. Instead, they took him to King Darius, who was troubled to see him there. He knew that Daniel was a righteous man and wouldn't break the law for anything. But unfortunately, he had signed the decree and the law had to be upheld. So he ordered for Daniel to be taken away and thrown into a lion's den. That night, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the guards took Daniel to the den. With heavy hearts, they lowered him into the dark pit. The angry roars of the lions echoed through the darkness. King Darius watched from above, his face etched with sorrow. He raised his hand as if to stop the action, but it was too late. As the guards climbed out, they lit some torches, and the flickering flames danced on the rough stone walls of the den, casting eerie shadows. Inside, Daniel stood calmly and started praying. Suddenly, an angel of God came from heaven. His robe sparkled like lightning, and his eyes shone brightly. He stood beside Daniel, holding out his hand. At the sight of the angel, the lions around Daniel seemed to soften. Their fierce eyes turned gentle, and they lay down peacefully, resting like tame creatures with the first rays of sunlight. King Darius rushed to the den. His face was pale with worry. Looking down into the pit, he anxiously called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God saved you?" As if in answer to his question, Daniel looked up and said with a calm smile, "My God sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions. I have been delivered because I serve the living God." Overjoyed, the king ordered for Daniel to be brought out of the den. And to everyone's astonishment, he was lifted out and touched. No scratches or bruises marred his body. In that moment, King Darius raised his arms and declared God's greatness to all the people. The crowd erupted in cheers, praising Daniel's unwavering faith. Meanwhile, the jealous officials who had plotted against Daniel stood in the background, their faces pale with fear and shame. The sky above glowed with a heavenly light, symbolizing God's victory. From that day on, everyone in the kingdom knew that God was more powerful than any other god. So whenever you face trouble because of your faith, remember Daniel and take heart. For God is with you, ready to help and protect you. Just believe in Him and trust in His plan for you. And always remember, no matter how dark things may seem, God's light will shine through the end.